Welcome to our practice. Today we're going to use the bolster and blocks, ideally using the props. If not, you can use books and pillows. I'll be showing all of the postures with the props that I have here. We're going to begin our practice with the bolster across the mat, laying your elbows onto the bolster, adjusting your hips, tucking your tailbone a little bit, and laying your head onto your books or onto the block, maybe at the tallest height, maybe at the medium height, maybe at the baby height, maybe no block under the head. But situating the bolster in a way that you have your arms just above the bolster, extended out to the sides, palms facing up. And your feet can be on the floor and your knees touching. Other options are to extend your legs or have your legs in butterfly, whatever feels best for the low back. Opening up across your hips and your belly and your chest and the insides of your arms. And consciously resting your head and your shoulder blades and your hips on the floor or on your props, better said. There's no real warm-up for the yin practice, so we move into the postures just as we are. Meeting the practice exactly where we are today physically, mentally, energetically. That's the place where we begin. And so notice how you're arriving to your practice. How do you feel in your physical body? How is the heartbeat? Is it accelerated or slow? Observing how our breath is intimately related with our heartbeat and our mood. Soften in your head all the muscles in your face, your chin. Relax your shoulders, feel your arms a little bit heavier than when we began. The hips and the legs a little softer, heavier. And take a few breaths here, in and out through your nose. Last breath. Please take your time to come out of the posture. There's no rush. The transitions are an important feature in our practice, so we should do it slowly because the practice is slow. We don't want the extremes of a really slow, still posture and then fast transition. So you can sit yourself up, take a moment here. into your elbows, almost like our shoulders are forward folding. Relax your chin down and feel like your low back is in like a hammocky position here. Relax the low back. Relax the shoulders forward and a bit down. And feel the inside of our shoulders getting a nice big stretch, like the inside of the shoulders, the bicep. Finding your edge and breathing there. Feel yourself very slowly sinking into this pose. And we'll take one more breath. Slowly release. Maybe walk your feet forward to help you to come out of the posture. Ooh. And bring your hands onto your legs. Breathe in and out. We're going to come onto our hands and knees for some wrist stretching. If sitting on your heels is uncomfortable, please feel free to add in pillows or blankets. And we're going to turn our palms up and come off your heels enough to bring the backs of the hands onto the floor, and then start to sink your hips back. Again, sitting on a blanket or a block or a pillow, all good. We can potentially be stretching out the shins, the tops of the feet, the thighs, and the backs of the wrists here. Relax your shoulders, relax your head. Breathe into your belly. We're going to do 2 more types of wrist stretching. If it feels too intense to do this at the same time, you're welcome to do each hand for 5 breaths and then switch your sides. Slowly release. Bring your hands onto your legs. Take a breath. And then we're going to do the opposite. We're going to turn our fingers back towards the knees. Come off the heels to plant your hands. Spread your fingers so maybe the shoulders are forward of your wrists, and then you can start to sit back. If you have a lot of wrist mobility, you can move your knees back so that there's more distance between your fingers and your knees. Press your wrists forward, press your elbows forward. Relax your head, relax your neck. Feel the movement of your breath by connecting to your belly button. as far back between the legs as you can. So like your thumb is on the floor and your pointer finger, and then sit back. Sit back towards your heels, and you're gonna feel a really intense, or I feel a very intense stretch up the pointer finger, the thumb side, the thumb wrist side, up the forearms. Try to take tension out of your face. Our practice involves a lot of moving energy in the wrists and the arms and the shoulders today, in the torso, in order to allow for deeper breath, easier elimination of things that aren't serving us. So if this feels uncomfortable, notice that discomfort and notice where else you feel discomfort. Where does discomfort make you react? Does it make you squeeze your shoulders, your eyes, or quicken your breath? It's all valuable information for this moment and off the mat. One more breath. And then slowly release. Come forward. Woo. Release your hands. Open your hands on your legs. Notice anything, any information from those previous postures. If sitting on your heels is uncomfortable, please sit on a block or a pillow. We're going to reach the arms up. And then take a twist over to the right. Your left hand outside your right leg, and your right hand can be behind you on the floor, or you can wrap it into your opposite hip. This doesn't have to be a very intense twist. Find where you're feeling the sensation, where you're feeling the twist, and then soften into the pose. Find the twist and then release a little bit of effort. Where is your head positioned? It should be somewhere comfortable. You can even have your head forward, or if it kind of naturally goes in the direction of your chest, you can have your head in line with your chest, or if it feels comfortable, you can kind of lean your right ear gently towards the back of your space. One more breath. Head neutral and slowly unwind back into the middle. Take a moment. Move your twist to the other side. Gently reach your arms up and twist over to the left. The right hand outside your left leg and your left hand behind you. Maybe on the floor, maybe on a block, maybe into your hip. Find a comfortable, sustainable position. We're here for a little bit. So settle into the pose, find the twist, and then relax effort. Let your body breathe. And let your head be in any comfortable position. Is that neutral, facing forward, or over to the left, or maybe your left ear towards the back of your space, stretching the right side of your neck. Anywhere where you feel like you can settle in and soften down, release. tension melt out of your face, out of your neck, out of your shoulders and chest and spine and your belly. Think about your exhales like eliminating things that don't serve you for your practice, eliminating sadness, eliminating grief, eliminating toxins in the lungs. Last breath. Slowly head neutral, slowly body neutral. Always feeling at ease to make any noises on the exhale as you release out of the postures. We're going to use our bolster again and come onto our right hip, and the block is overhead. We're going to come into a posture called mermaid pose, and we're going to bring the left leg on top of the right. Maybe you'll find it's easier to stagger your legs, or you can have your legs stacked, and we're going to bring the right shoulder down onto the floor, and your head onto the block. The block, the bolster, is lifting the ribs up. Feel heavy through the right side, the outer side of your leg, the arch of your torso, your right shoulder and arm, the right side of your head. And then your left arm can be resting on your side or reach it over your head, relaxing your arm over your head. Maybe your arm is resting on top of your head. Release all tension in both shoulders. Passively opening up the left side of your body, making space for your ribs, making space for the left lung. Bringing relaxing energy into your left arm, your right arm, your head and neck. props because I want to be facing the camera, so you can just turn your body to the other side or move your props. Left hip down, right leg on top, left shoulder on the floor, left side of your head on the block. Exhale. Take your right hand out to your side or over your head. Scan your whole left side of the body, feeling it heavy towards the floor. And we're not squeezing our legs. The right leg is resting on top of the left leg. And we're not squeezing our mouth shut, and we're not squeezing our eyes shut. Everything is soft and heavy. Feel the openness of the right side, the right waist and ribs and shoulder. And drop inside and connect to your breath. Last breath. We'll take the right arm down by the side. Maybe right hand onto your floor or bolster to help you to come upright. Meaning seated again. Neutral seated position. Noticing the right side, left side. Front, back, top and bottom. And we're going to come into shoelace pose. So, optional to take half shoelace, which would be the right leg crossed over the left, and then staying with the left leg extended. Or you can bring your left foot back by your right hip. I like to push into my feet, adjust my knees and hips so that I can more comfortably sit onto the floor. This can be done supported with your hips on a blanket as well. Options for the hands is on the floor or holding your knee, or you can come into a bind in the arms. The left elbow bent and the right hand on the left elbow. You can spend your whole time here. You can also bring your right hand back behind you, holding your shirt or holding your hands. But notice if your left arm is pushing your head forward, move your arm out to the side a little bit so that you can have your head a little bit more neutral, the head floating over the neck, over the torso. Inner rotation of your right arm and outer rotation of your left arm. Not only feeling your breath as it flows in and out through your nose, but perhaps feeling the breath on the back body. This is a bit more of an active or challenging, let's say, yin posture. So please scan your body and look for those places that you can release a little bit of tension. Maybe soften in your hip flexor flexors, soften your hips. Maybe deepen your exhale. Let the effort melt out of your face and out of your arms. Kind of finding that perfect place where we're feeling sensation without overexerting. Last breath. Slow to release. Take your time to melt out of the pose. Maybe first your arms. If you feel stiffness in the body, it's kind of normal. We've been spending a long time in the posture, so release your legs. Neutral posture here, either hands on your thighs or you can have your hands on the floor. And we'll do the other side. We'll cross the left leg over the right. You can stay here with the right leg straight, or you can bring your right foot back by your left hip. Hands on the floor, hands on your feet, adjusting. Making sure there's no pulling on the outsides of the knees. You can support your hips. You can stay seated, maybe chin down, or you can take the shoulder stretch. Arms up, right elbow bend, left hand on the elbow, or hold your shirt, or hold your hands. Find the sensation and then settle into it. Soften. Notice the effort that it might take to be in the posture. And then the rest of the time that we're here, notice where that you can soften. Maybe your toes, ankles, outer hips. Maybe the belly. Maybe in the shoulders and neck. Maybe your lips or eyes. The left shoulder rotating in, the right shoulder rotating out. Feel this movement of your breath. Totally natural. Releasing on your exhales. Last breath. After the exhale, release. Nice and slow. Release your arms and release your legs. Neutral posture. Legs relax, arms relax. Breath in and out. And then we're going to come down to the floor. We're going to come into a hug. No props. I suppose if you want a block under your head, you can. Entirely optional. Helps to tuck the chin a little bit. Feet apart, knees touching. Cross your right arm over your left. And maybe hold your shoulders, or let your hands rest on your shoulders. Or maybe even walk your hands onto the shoulder blades or the inside shoulder tips. Open up your upper back. Soften your fingers. Soften your low back and hips and feet. Last breath. We're going to cross the arms opposite. Slow release. Reach your arms up, cross them opposite. Left arm over the right. Might be the same hold, it might not be. You can have your hands resting on your shoulders or on the shoulder blades, or walk your fingers further onto the back, like on the inside tips of the shoulder blades. Open up your upper back, relax your arms, relax your fingers. Feel your breath moving in lots of different areas of the body. Into the ribs, into the sides, into your belly, into your low back, upper back. Last breath. Release the hug. One last stretch of the arms up, and then we're going to come into a short shavasana. If you have your head on the block and you want to keep it there, keep it there. Let your legs release, your arms release, your palms gently turning open towards the ceiling, helping to outer rotate the shoulders to rest the chest open. Feel the benefits of your practice. Body neutral, body easy, no tension. Breath easy. easy breath neutral, no forcing. Thoughts coming and going as they always do. Take a breath in and out. Stretch your body. Please come to seated, unless you need more time here, in which case you can pause the video or turn off the video and spend more time in Shavasana. Take a comfortable seat. Feel your body after practicing. Feel all the energy that has moved. Bring your hands to your heart and honor your practice, honor the space. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Namaste.